Okay, a couple days of practice. Really liked our energy today. You've got a couple things to clean up, but the kids are excited about this weekend. So, looking forward to having a great Thursday and get ready to get on the plane Friday and head down to Boca. So, questions?
Coach, a couple games now without Shane. I know y'all got Antonio back, and how good was it to get him back, and how you think that room's going to handle the last few games?
Well, I hate losing Shane's experience. It's tough. And you start throwing, freshmen out there, and they're going to do freshman things sometimes. But I think, overall it's went pretty well. And I think, good to get Tyler Savage back. So those three guys between DeCirio and Antonio and Tyler, they're carrying the load right there right now. And so, I think we see some positive things. We see some things that they're going to obviously do better the more experience they get. But, there's no replacing, a guy that's played a number of snaps that Shane's played.
What sort of things can you guys work on in practice to be able to sustain that offensive success early in games?
Well, we talked about it, after watching the film on Sunday. The one big thing is, I really liked our surge on the offensive front in the first quarter, and I felt like we didn't really have that as consistently throughout the rest of the game. So we've got to make sure that we, maintain that intensity level, maintain that execution level up front. And the other thing is just, we got to try to make first downs and drive the football. We weren't able to put first downs together after the first quarter. That's the reason the time of possession was so lopsided. Tulane did a great job of that. We did not, and so execution overall. But I felt like we've had two pretty good days of practice. So hopefully, we're gaining some confidence and building on some things that we did last weekend.
Julius Wood's really been thriving at the new position he's playing with Teagan going down. Just talk about his experience and what he's kind of done to help the defense on the back end.
Well, obviously we were hoping he'd have, of the year he's having this year. And I'll tell you, it's a lot. When you take a guy that started at field safety, he's played field safety for 3 years, he started there for 2, and all of a sudden you have a position change midway through the year, that can be challenging. And, there have been some mistakes, but the overall, when you look at it as you sit here today, he's obviously adapted very, very well. I don't know what his stats were last weekend, but he had a boatload of tackles, and he's been very impactful in the run game. He's maybe not quite getting as much action in the passing game as he would have at field safety, but he's being very impactful overall.
As we get down to these final games, any names in particular you want to see get in from a freshman standpoint with the red shirt? Now you can play some guys. Anybody stepping up in practice or any names come to mind?
Well, we have a handful that we're hoping we're going to continue to come along. Obviously, Julian Davis played last week on special teams. You saw Greg Turner get in there some defensively. The thing is they've got to be able to play to the same level as everybody else on the field. You can't have a drop off when they go out there, and so those guys are continuing to get reps and continue to get work, and just want to kind of see what they do here in the next few weeks.
That class in general, whether they play or not, how happy are you with just kind of how they progress this fall in practice?
Very. I just, and I hate that, it's the thing that it's going to take a couple of years for you to truly see everything, but you look at the class as a whole and you just really like that class, and you can't wait to get them to the winter workouts and get them into the weight room and put on the strength and size. And I wish some of those linemen, I wish we could, speed grow them real fast and give them experience real fast, but, it takes time to develop them. But very happy with that class.
Anything else? Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.